As I often say to folks, for the first time in my life, I was challenged to the point that this liberal arts major had the ability to run. It had one of the most technically advanced programs that the U.S. Navy had at the time.
What is your story of personal resilience?
In the longer term journey, I graduated out of a small liberal arts school in North Carolina, and then I eventually joined the Navy as an officer, and I went down a technology path. As I often say to folks, for the first time in my life, I was challenged to the point that this liberal arts major had the ability to run. It had one of the most technically advanced programs that the U.S. Navy had at the time, and they entrusted me with it to go run that program. So I was very thankful and grateful for that. But it's a lot of trust, a lot of responsibility, so you have to learn and you have to grow. That eventually set up for my professional career, my commercial career of being the CIO, and that helped me out quite a bit. So the journey has been really one of transformation of a liberal arts major into learning technology, being a good leader, and then that allowed me in my commercial career to lead organizations through major challenges. I've done 3 bankruptcies, multiple turnarounds to where we greatly improved the business, and it takes strong leadership to go do that. And so that's what I think, and that all takes when you're working with, like in bankruptcy, when the company may not make it and you're working with lives and families and their well-being for the most part, you've got to be able to be adroit and be a strong leader and guide the organization through that. And so that takes a lot of perseverance and change. And I draw back on those Navy days to where I had to be the leader and I had to drive the organization through it. And it just wasn't, I had an extremely talented team, but you still got to lead and drive the organization through it. So I've been really fortunate.